All right, hello and welcome. Today we're going to go ahead and start to make an oil pastel monoprint. Here's how we'll start. We'll make sure that we have one piece of paper, make sure that we've got some oil pastels, and make sure that you've also got some sort of a pencil. Okay, we'll need that kind of towards the end. Now, here's the first step. We're going to start to fold the paper. The paper, remember the two different ways to fold the paper. There is the hamburger way. Okay. So this is almost like it looks like a big hamburger bun, not as tasty. And then the long way of the paper, this is called the hot dog way to fold your paper because it looks like a big kind of a hot dog bun. Okay, but for this project, we're going to fold it the hamburger way. Now make sure that you get those corners, match the corners, put your finger down the middle, crease it going up and crease it going down. First thing that I would love for you to do on the back of your paper, you can go ahead and write your name. I'm going to go ahead and write Mozingo. Okay, and you can write your first name. Now, when you open it up, it's going to look like a little book. I'm going to put a line down the middle. Okay, now we've got two different sides here, right? We've got the left side and we've got the right side. The big L stands for left, and then this is the right side. I'm going to keep this side totally clear. No drawing on this side, but I am going to draw on the right-hand side. So I'm going to start by making this monoprint. I want to go ahead and do big, bold sections of color. So I will do big, thick shapes. And notice that I'm pressing pretty hard. I'm trying to fill in any little white spots. Oh my gosh. Now we love oil pastels, don't we? Oil pastels are nice and smooth when we draw with them. They can blend really well, so you could even overlap some of the colors. But check this out. I'm going to go ahead and start to color. Oh, and I even love the smell of oil pastels. It feels so great. So I'm going to go ahead and start to put some big, thick rectangles towards the bottom. Let's go ahead and start to fill in some of these too. Oh, that's cool. We'll start to blend in some other colors. This is the fun part, starting to look through some of the oil pastels that we've got here. And remember, if the oil pastels, if there's enough there to use it, go for it. If you notice that it's getting kind of a little bit worn down, you can go ahead and peel off the wrapping just a little bit. Okay, that would be okay. Or ask an adult if you need some help with that. Okay, but I'm okay. Make sure that this gets into the garbage though, okay? All right, so we're not throwing it on the floor or anything like that. Okay, there are also some oil pastels that you might notice that don't have any wrapping. These you can also use. Look, and I'm going to push this flat. I'm going to fill in those spots a little bit more. Nice. I think I'm going to start to do some bigger shapes down here. You'll see where this is going to come in just a little bit here. Okay. So notice that I'm pushing kind of hard. Again, that is going to make a difference in the very end. So here we go. I'm going to fill in these spots, and then we'll start to make our monoprint. Now the word mono means one, and we're going to make a print or a copy on the other side using our pencil, and you'll see what happens. Oh my gosh, yay. Okay, there we go. I have filled the bottom part all the way to the middle and then all the way to the top. Okay, now here's where the fun begins. I'm going to go ahead and close up that piece of paper. I'm going to use my pencil. Now this pencil is where I'm going to start to experiment with different kinds of lines. And it's okay if your pencil is even a little bit more dull. That's great. But watch this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with a zigzag line because it's one of my favorites. And then maybe I'll do a dotted line. Nice, thick, juicy dots. And then maybe I'll do a dashed. Okay. Ooh, it's starting to look like faces, isn't it? Look at this castle lines. And notice I'm making my lines a little bit thicker. So castle lines. Let's see, what other kinds of lines do we know? Ooh, wavy lines. Right? Oh, loopy. Oh, but hang on. I'm going to do a combo. Oh, yeah. It's going to go into a castle. And then a dotted line. Look at that combo line. And then just like a classic horizontal, but I'm going to make it really thick. Okay. Could I do, hold on, diagonal. Look at a dashed diagonal line. What? Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. I'm now going to open this up and see what happened. What? Look at this. From me pressing on the other side, it pushed on here. Can you see where it pulled up the oil pastel and it transferred it, or it made a print on this side? Now, here's the beautiful part. You should be able to see, and it tends, you notice that I use colors that are also a little bit darker. I would say don't use colors that are lighter, like the peach and the yellow. They won't show up. That's just a pro tip. Don't use these colors because they won't show up on the other side. You have to use ones that are kind of a little bit darker in order for them to show up on the other side. And that is how you make a monoprint. Okay, good luck.